What is going on, everybody? Powell here, and welcome back to the next video of OpenTTD Season 2, including FIRS. So last episode we changed all these lines and lanes right here, which we are watching. All these trains were also diesel trains at first, but I separated these lines, transformed them into monorail, and then we had to do some rework with the junction right here. I think it's looking good. It's doing fine, so far at least. And yeah, for this episode I want to do some other stuff. I've created a bypass right here for the goods trains to bypass the station right here, in case this is getting very busy, and this is getting very busy as we can see. And I want to optimize a few things around the area right here. First off, we have the bypass right here. And that's mostly for our goods trains, or can be used by our goods trains, because they don't have to wait for the passengers trains to enter and exit this station. And I want to make sure that this one is now also going there, because this train is blocking the section there. I want to make sure that they are going that way. So let's go into the railway construction, and I'm gonna build a waypoint right there. That's for starters. I want then the bypass stuff. I want them earlier off the main line here, so I'm gonna go there, hook it up in here instead of there. I'm gonna wait for this train to get going, get lost. There we go. You go there. And some signals this way. Signals this way, thank you. There we go. This depot right here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I might do a double depot, force depot right here eventually. This part here, I'm gonna change ever so slightly. I'm gonna shorten this part of the route by just hooking it up in there. Give the town a little bit more space to grow. I think that's perfectly fine. You can have a signal right there. And then this section right here. Now it's joined up in here, but I want to join it up in there actually. So they immediately can choose what station platform they want to use actually. Might even do... Can I do... No, I don't think it's really... I might do... Can do a line up here as well, like so. But they can choose either, and then the train coming in from this direction, then they shouldn't have to wait that much for each other there. I think this should be fine. There's a bridge right here, so I can't do anything else there. Right, so that shouldn't alleviate anything yet. I haven't done this. Oh, I want this right here. Apparently, yeah, that's what I want. Alright, 24 trains incoming into this station. Let's group by shared order, that's easier. We only have one train here for, I think, food. Seems like it. Yeah, indeed. That's just one train. A road vehicle crash. Ew. Ooh, that's of course not good. Oops. Yeah. Where is a depot? A depot. Right here. Clone this vehicle, please, with shared orders. There we go. Ooh, that's gonna happen more. And I cannot do anything about it anymore. I think I've built these bridges earlier on, and then the AI town built over built some level crossings there. Yeah, this is what I meant to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna fix that. It should not be that big of a problem. Yeah. Alright, back to my trains. So he's coming in from here and then goes to Uithuizenmiddel stores for unloading. But I'm gonna say in between, or there, go to the waypoint. So it means whenever they are going towards the station, should pass the waypoint, and therefore should bypass the station and use the bypass right here. I think I need to do that with most of my trains right here. So we'll have one order right up here, and he is coming from the same station as the food train. Yeah, that's right. Now remember. End of the year reports. Ooh. Revenue dipped by a whole bunch of money. Both aircraft and train income. Need to keep an eye out on that. So let's see next year how we are faring there. Yeah, we have only one food train because we are only using a few fishing ships right here. That's right. Same for them. From Uithouse Mail Stores. Before that, we go to waypoint. There we go. And then the next set of trains in the line. Where are you coming from? You are coming from this direction. And then go up here. But yeah, you don't need to use the waypoint because they are coming from this direction. I think I'm checking all my lines before anything else happens. You are coming from somewhere here. Not sure where. Rather than the water side. You are doing the goods, I think. Check. No, yeah, total cargo. Yeah. The goods trains. So you can go to the waypoint. There we go. Then we have some other trains right here. Oil. Yeah. They cannot use the waypoint because they're right next to it. Some more trains up in here. They should use the waypoint because they are coming from this direction. Yeah, you should go to the waypoint. And last but not least, all the passenger trains are of course not gonna use the waypoint. Yeah, and he's now taking the bypass right here. And that's a nice way to force trains into using a certain path instead of using, in this case, the station right here. And if I had the space, I should have done a tunnel underneath the city with maybe a little bit top section right here where I could use the same setup. But I needed at least 2 tiles above ground. Also put in some signals. Yeah. That of course is not possible anymore right now. Yeah, this is working fine. It should all be better. Right, then let's take a quick look at our available airports. We got the Intercontinental Airport indeed available. So yeah, all the land already up here, meaning we can quickly destroy this one. Trains get lost, and there it is. Not anymore. That's our first airport done. Let's check the Koolrade Airport. Here's the other one. Let's wait for him to leave. A whole bunch of passengers and stuff waiting. Maybe we can also increase our amount of airplanes coming and going from these thingies. Let's see if I reserved enough space. Yep, I did. So you be gone, and there we go. Nice. Let's see, how many planes are there on this field? 12. Koolrade we already done. Actually, easier said than done. Let's put them by share orders. So you are going from Koolrade. Oh, that's only 2. Let's clone you 2 times then. Then you are from... those were the... mail, indeed. Of course, makes sense. And then these are the passenger lines, I think. Yeah. Let's also clone a few of those then. Down to depot. 6, you, 2 more. Here you go. And then you. Yeah. Right, so all these are fine. And then we have these going from Amstelmede to Ridderburg. Let's get you. And then let's remove this window. And then I think this one, yeah, is just gonna land right here. Holy moly. 1700 airplanes, people waiting. You are Ridderburg, okay. What are you transporting, my friend? You are transporting mail. So, let's check. Yeah, we have the space available. We do. Speed up time ever so slightly so we can get him going. Yeah, you are in the air. Now quickly drop him. There we go. Immediately clone both you 2 times, both you a few times. And you as well. Off you go. Ridderburg and Amstelmede and Courade. I think that those are the first 3 we have done. We of course have more airfields. Right here is one. Let's see if we also have reserved enough space right here to drop this one. Yep, we did. And if I'm quickly enough, I can get this in before he wants to land. Right here, there we go. How much? Even more passengers and stuff waiting. Alright, let's see. Where are you going? Hilwijk? Oh wait, that's also something we need to change. You are doing some mail stuff. I can get 2 of you, 2 of you. Off you go at least. What are you doing? You are doing passengers. Oh yeah, indeed. And you are doing also, I guess. Yeah, and they are all fully stacked up. Why do I only have 3 of these guys? You. Off you go. Right. Now we do have a whole bunch of stuff going, so we should be able to handle this quite well. We have done this one. Feel like I'm missing one up here. We have done one there. Yeah, there we have indeed one more up here. Feel like not so much in the waiting here. That's fine. The guy just dropped, so we need to wait a little bit. Yeah, enough space reserved. Get him going. Another 2 incoming. Damn it. Speed up time. Yeah. You need to be fixed. Sure. Now get you going as well. Another one incoming. Damn it. Another 2k in the bank. Another almost 3k in the bank. Alright. Quickly get off. Go. Quickly get a new airport in. There we go. Nice. Let's see how much planes are on this airfield at the moment. 4 and 10. I think it's fine. I think it's fine for now. We are growing this time with only the. That's interesting. With the airport. I like that. Interesting. And officially, the airport belongs to Hilwijk. But Hellevliet is growing. Hilwijk isn't even growing, that's interesting. Yeah, you are gonna be eaten by Hellevliet. Nice. I think that should be all our airfields. Let's see, we can get a list of our aircraft. Can I get a list of my airports? I can't. Just you. Amstelmede Airport. That's done. Scholz, yeah. Thinking, why am I showing this up? But it's apparently also available to get an airport field plane here, and maybe helicopter, sure. Courade we have changed. Bruna we have changed. These are all ports. Hilwijk we have changed indeed. Ridderburg we've changed, and the rest are all shores. So yeah, that's all the airfields done. Nice. The chippy food fan. 22 tons of food. Sure. Let's get him, put him into action. Even replace. I'm gonna stop replacing you. I'm gonna stop replacing you. And then my Perry food fan can then be changed into a Chippy food fan. Yeah, reliability will of course grow. But the higher speed and higher horsepower should pretty much make up for it. Even though running cost is also quite high actually. Yeah, fine. I think the rest is all the best available at the moment. Yeah, indeed. Right, nice. Right, that is all the improvements I wanted to do. Then, back to our port, which we are supplying with chemicals and food. We are supplying wool. Income, yeah, it's stabilizing. I think aircraft will increase since we increase the number of airplanes and we increase the size of airfields, so that should be fine. Trains should be stable, fine. Yeah, the Ridderend port, we are supplying wool through the line right up in here. Not that much actually, because it's only 117 bales of wool, so not that much. So that's fine. Food is being supplied from our food factory right here, which comes from a arable farm here and a coffee estate. So we are bringing in fruit to the factory right here, and then the food is being transported to the port. But our coffee estate also produces coffee. Who would have guessed? And the port is taking in coffee, so we're gonna build some more monorails in this case. And there is some space left right here. And I'm gonna connect it to the same station. You can do that by holding Control while building the station. I want you in there. And then him. Ooh. The oil pump there is messing with my... I think it should be fine if I just go there, right? Should not be that big of a problem. The only thing is then the depot right here is gonna mess things up, so I need to do something about that indeed. Some signals here and there. Right here, so that's fine. And then at least get rid of the depot. Then we're gonna need to rebuild some depots, of course. Piece of track as well. Ah, yeah, sure. Go ahead, go there. Also, indeed, why am I using only 8-length trains? Ah, those are of course our fruit trains, because we are bringing it into a 8-length station right there. Now I do remember. Don't place the depots too far up here. No, on the road. Here. Then I want new vehicles. The electric vehicle. I need something to transport me some coffee. Where are you going in coffee? I would say either a... not grains, maybe goods. Yeah. That makes the most sense. Food indeed. Does it really? Fruit? Nope. Goods. Goods it is. Here we can use the full length of 10 to refit it to coffee. Thank you. Only once, sure. Need to set up some orders first. Fully load up here. Then unload. I need to connect the thingy up there. Unload right here. Yeah, you have too few orders. Not anymore. Off you go. And then I need to hook it up in the line here. Otherwise they can't get to the port. Yeah, one way is easy. Just drop down there and then go there. And I think I'm gonna even say do this. Meaning that they are forced into a depot before continuing their journey. That's always good. And then the other way around, they need to come from here to there. And that's a challenge in itself. Need to cross over one One line up here and one line up here. But yeah, is it doable? It is, sure, of course it is doable. Right. First off, I want to make him this drop off first. Let's see how much money he's making actually. 60, 40, 20, done. That is 86,000 euros. Sure. That's decent money. Now I want to then remove this part of the line, or at least this part of the line right there. I'm gonna drop this land up in here and then go right there. Do I want to do this? I do not want to do it like this. Yeah, I remember. You go there. Need to raise the land right here. Can I tunnel then up in there? No. Tunnel all the way to here. And then make him go over there. Damn it. Yeah, I can do this still. I wanted to make him go over here and then either a new tunnel right here. So that's a second. Crash. Oops. Where's my depot at? There. Clone you, go. You are lost. Ooh, yeah, I'm not done with you yet. Sorry. Get you out first. Go. Yeah. You are now able to go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Might not be the most prettiest option. See, I need to go over here eventually. So yeah, I have a plan. Let's tunnel here first. No, not tunnel. You up there. This is all just straight line. I definitely don't want that piece. I want you up there. Then you can go, I think, across here just fine. Indeed. Then I'm gonna remove this part and these parts. This part, the plane is getting old, that's fine. You should be able then to replace, and I'll make a bridge right here. Go to there. Same here. And I'm gonna come under here. Damn it. More aircraft getting old. Okay. Gonna wait until he is gone. Thank you for leaving. And then I'm gonna raise the land effort slightly longer. Not that long of a bridge, that's good. And then I can get him under there, that's fine. Let's get some signals in before everything else breaks. Signal here, yeah. Signals here, okay. I think I messed up with all the videos I made in between some messages stuff. Yeah. Let's see. All my airplanes are getting old. Sure. Get yourself replaced. Yeah. Alright, let's see. What can we do? Stop replacing these. Alright, the Darwin 300. What can we be replaced? You are designed in 1967. You are designed in 1994. But not as big. I could use these. They are from the 2000. But they are very small. And I think, yeah, I can use these are... I think it's still one of the best available at the moment. Use the Darwin 600. I think that's the best alternative at the moment. Yeah, start replacing. Then everything else is, yeah, smaller and good. used. Yeah. Right, so that should be done. These are getting replaced. Yeah, so the coffee train should now be able to go. I think that's the first one. Nope. One is going at least, because I have one loading up in here. And I had, surely I had two. Ah, indeed, he's unloading already. Nice. Off we go. Yeah, coffee, wool, chemicals and food. Food was supplied. You don't have enough supplies, but yeah, that's fine. Fine. So another set of goods incoming. Maybe then goods trains are still fine. We have two, I think, at the moment. Yeah, we do have two indeed. But since one is still waiting there, that's fine. Interesting that he is still getting loaded while nothing is being supplied. So it's interesting to see that the port actually takes its time to produce the stuff and not immediately puts out the goods. Nice, I like that. And that's another train incoming. So yeah, we only need then copper and alcohol if we want to fully supply it. And I do want it. We want to fully supply it. We do have a copper, this is a chemical plant. We do have a copper smelter right here. But yeah, that's of course not a profitable route. We have a nitrate mine up here. Not gonna use that. Stockyard. Another nitrate mine. There is a whole bunch of industry nearby. There's a copper smelter right here. It should be nice. That's an easy hookup in this line right here. Then of course we need to that's our chippy food fan, which we are already using. But yeah, we have a copper mine next to it. That won't make us any money. We do have copper mine right here. We do have copper mine right here. And right here. So yeah, definitely gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna use this one. So we need... let's see, we have a whole bunch of copper mines nearby to hook up. And then of course a station needed to transport the copper out. The latter one can go right here, and then we need of course a little bit of space to work with for our line setup. It's a fairly short distance. So I'm contemplating to do either just 8 maybe. End of the year reports. Yeah, revenue is climbing again. But let's see. Let's give ourselves a little bit more room to work with. No, I'm still gonna use 10, I think. Should be fine. Of course, we need some crossovers right here. This is an easy junction, of course. There we go. I think I'm just gonna bridge this right here. I'm not gonna make it harder on myself than needed, I think. Get a lengthy... ooh, it's even better. Just go up in there. I think that's even best. And some signals, of course. Can build signals right here. Signal there, sure. Can't have too many signals. Signal here, and there is fine. We're now accepting mail and food, meaning the town where you are at is growing. Ooh. You weren't even accepting mail, that's fine. That's good. Nice. I got lost where I was building my station. Right there. This is fine. Okay, he's hooked up. You still need some depot somewhere. Yeah, because the nearest depot is right here. Cannot build a depot here, because then these trains will use that depot. That's not what I want. Can have a depot right here, that's fine. Monorail, thank you. A depot here is fine. Not gonna use force depots right there. And these trains can use the depot there. And there, and is there a depot near the station? There is not. Can at least have one up in here. Oh, we do have depots there. Completely missed those. Yeah, okay. And this one can be gone. There's one of our new airplanes going right there. Like it. Like the color scheme of the way. It's not that much in your face red. Right. So yeah, this one is hooked up. Of course, it's not going to produce us any copper once we hook up those copper mines in. I think I'm gonna use some trucks for these. Yeah. We bought it that much by anyway. Power station 2 should be more than fine. You can take in. Go. There we go. Make sure they can use all the stuff. The gas goods truck. Sure. Perry oil tanker. Sure. Again. A depot here. Pretty sure once the trucks will be using this in a weird way. Let's see, a mineral truck that can be used to be copper ore. Yeah, indeed. Fully load here, unload there. 4 times for now, so you can all start loading. It is a whole bunch of copper. It is producing those, so that should be fine. Yay! Nice. You no longer accept food. Sure, that's also fine. Alright. So this is now going. Next episode, I'm gonna hook up this copper mine. I'm gonna hook up this copper mine, and I'm gonna hook up this copper mine at least to the copper mill here. There's also one up here. You've designed a new monorail locomotive. Would you be interested in a year's exclusive use of this for the... No. Not at the moment. Yeah. Next episode, this one will be using trucks, I think. I think it's too tedious to build a train line for that as well. I need some bridges over there. That's fine. We can do that easily. But yeah, enough copper mines nearby to fully supply this copper smelter here with some stuff. Let's see. Yeah, these 4 are still fine. Yeah, 170 each strip isn't that much. Let's see. I think it will make me... yeah. I hope these trucks will break even. They have a running cost of 1,500 euros each year. So yeah, I hope these trucks will break even. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end the episode right here. Next episode, we are in for some copper stuff. If you don't want to miss out on the next episode, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed yet. Leave a like if you did enjoy the episode, and I hope to see you all there. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.